We are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why does he yet hope for?
Faith.
And you know what proves these people are hopeless? They'll go and buy a lotto ticket and be like, I'm gonna lose. See, because they don't have hope, because the only way they'd be happy if they knew for a fact they had a guaranteed winner.
Right.
So they're not hoping that they win, they're just buying it because they know they're gonna lose. But we remain what? Hopeful.
The hopeful elect.
There you go.
You know, because if the Lord right now said, okay, you're the elect, you know what I mean? Guess what? It would be no, you know what I mean?
There would be no faith.
Right, no works.
There would be nothing to please the Lord.
Right. And that's why we say hopeful elect, because we're doing the will of the Lord to be, you know, delivered.
Hopefully.
Right, hopefully. And that's why it says, what's that? 1 Peter 2:10. It says, make your calling and election sure. Yep. You know.
But we're expecting. We're expecting good things because we're repenting and we're serving the Lord. So we're expecting the Lord to deliver us, and you have to, man. You know.
Or is it? I believe it's 2 Peter 1:10. But I know it's verse. Let me look it up real quick. Yeah, precept, bro. If not, can you give me Ezekiel 9:4? About the shut up.
Right. Yeah, I do have a quick one. So, this is Psalms 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
And why is that? Because we're in Satan's seat. You know, everything. Listen, man. Everything in America is a damn facade, man. Woo. All right. This dude is the disease in the earth. Woo. And guess what? How should I be in the position? He's gonna carry his ass. Excuse me. He's gonna carry us. Take his ass out.
No, you're right. He's gonna carry his ass because they be curing cancer with radiation.
Yeah.
And radiation is the Lord. All right. I did a lesson. You know that they call the plutonium inside the nukes. They call it the demon core. It's called the demon core. Do you know men died constructing nuclear missiles? Do you know men couldn't even stand in front of the radiation when they nicked it? Like they were like putting the plutonium, it was 14 pounds of plutonium. He was putting it on the thing and he barely dropped it. And they said when that split second, he received more of a blast than Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Why do you think the Lord told Moses, you can't see me face to face and live?
Come on, man.
And then after he got hit with the radiation, his friend stood by his bed. He died years later.
Man.
He died years later, standing next to an instrument the Lord gave Esau the ability to compact and create.
Man.
That proves that those nukes gonna have the Lord's spirit in them on a minute level. But respectively, if you had to say, what on earth could you compare to the Most High? You would have to respectfully say a nuke.
Nuclear bomb.
And why is China, why is Moab, the land of the rising sun, why do they just make a sun more powerful than the original sun? Because they're getting ready to try to block out the sun. So they're imagining a vain thing on how to live life after a nuclear fallout. The deal's about to go down, bro.
Man, that's spirit. 4.
This is 2 Peter 1:10.
Speaking of mercy, right here.
Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
What's that? That's that hope again. All right. If we do these things, if we keep on the path of righteousness, all right. If we continue to serve the Most High with all sincerity and truth, guess what? We're going to be good, man. And keep that faith as well.
Well, if you think about it, us being out here is keeping us from what we could get into.
Right.
Because we could be doing something else, but that something else could be wicked, and that could end us getting destroyed.
That's right.
You see, or you doing your work, your videos. Hey, that's you being occupied in the spirit. But think about it, you're doing that and you're not doing wickedness.
Well, right. What does it say? A child that's left
alone
will be
left to himself will become willful.
So we're not being left to ourselves because we're so busy doing the work, or we have weekly tests or weekly this or weekly lessons, so we're occupied.
And there's a saying, idle hands are the devil's playground. So you don't want to be idle because the spirit will jump on you. You start wanting to go out and shit. hitting up this woman, that woman,
Yep.
going around this family member. Hey, watch that movie Lockdown. And you hung around with the wrong niggas on the wrong day.
Yeah.
And you got
Get locked down.
Locked down.
Oh, that's why it says, blessed is he that walketh not with the counsel of the ungodly.
Right. You riding around with your cousins in the world and shit. These niggas got guns, dope in the car.
Yeah, what the Hey, you going off.
And you go down with them.
You're going off. Any of you out there, you still riding around with your worldly, smoking, drinking, thugging, rugging cousins, your little bone thug, gun and harmony niggas, you're going off, man. You know, you're going off. Don't be hanging around all these pothead smoking, cigarette black and mild, you know? You're going off, man. You're going off. Don't be doing that. You know, what the hell's wrong with you?
Real quick, give me 2 Corinthians 6:14, Papa Bishop. Great point. Actually, I got it right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, read it. Got it.
This okay, yeah, come on.
There you go.
This is 2 Corinthians 6:14.
Well, that's the perfect light. You know, that's the Urim and Thummim, man. That thing will bring a precept out quick for us. That's a blessing. See, we use these phones for the ministry, man.
Right.
You know, we use these phones for the truth. I got a new phone through the Spirit, the Wadi Al-Bashim man. And man, hey, in the Spirit, I got all types of notes now. I could do things that I couldn't do before, and it inspired me. Ain't nothing wrong with change when it comes to your routine and the truth.
Right.
You know, you could change your phones, man. Hey, man, treat yourself to a new phone. Now you're back on. I got this. I gotta go back and get this app. I gotta get back. You know, it puts you in that spirit again, that young. Because you gotta treat this truth like a relationship. All right? Just like any of you brothers or sisters, you got a relationship. What do? You keep it new.
Spice it up.
You spice it up to keep the love going. So you gotta keep it, you know, new with this truth.
Well, you add wood to the fire so the flame don't go.
Yeah.
And that's what? That's the daily edification.
Hey, we get it. You know, we get it. We're in Babylon. You're in the flesh. You starting to feel bored in the truth. Well, it's time to switch up your routine with it. Watch some other brothers. You know, take a different angle, a different approach.
Well, you know what? That's where balance comes in.
Right.
You know?
Right. Well, I had to learn that. You know, you brothers know when they first met me. Hey, it wasn't about till a year ago. All I watched was just videos, but that was me. You know, I had to learn. Oh, I could watch a little of this. Yeah, because we're young men. So you know, we're growing. You know, you get to a point like, all right, you know, yeah, I read, I did my lesson. Hey, yeah, let's watch this. Let's relax.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Another thing I like to do: go to the gym, put headphones on. You know?
Work out.
Hey,
you know,
you gotta have some balance.
Yeah.
Right. Paint, draw.
Yeah, I like the cardio, paint. You know, a lot of things, man. Chess. You know, there's a lot of, you know, good music.
Brothers might play 2K, you might have a little sip.
Yep.
Go for a good walk.
Yep. And if you do drink, you know, drink good, man. Don't drink bad.
Yeah. Right. That cheap shit will fuck you up.
Yeah,
man.
don't drink bad. You're going to have to work in the morning.
We had to learn that, man.
Yeah.
Do good unto yourself. Get the best of the best that you can get.
Yep.
Without living above your means.
Yeah.
I'm telling you to break yourself, but
Yeah,
man.
Hey man,
be simple.
Hey man, Babylon's falling, man. You know, you can listen, man. We got Yahweh Shemashai, the brotherhood. Live it up, man. You know, but don't, you know,
righteously.
Right. The water. Don't use the word. Use it. You know.
Yep.
2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers.
Right. With unbelievers. So don't be out here hanging around with Pookie and Dookie and you know what I mean, smoking. Right. You know. That's going off. Now, of course, you know what I mean?
Unless Pookie and Dookie are trying to come into the truth.
Right. Nothing wrong with that. Now, of course, if they just, you know, some little ass teenage kids, whatever, you know, and they just at the house, you know, doing whatever, hey, man, just stay away from them. You know, and if you live there, stay away from them. Be holy, you know?
Well, if they was trying to come, they'll be out here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They'll be on the comment board. They'll be on the videos.
Well, yeah, we've seen people, like me and the brothers, we go, when it was summer, we go to church, the park and work out, calisthenics, there's a basketball and all that. We've actually seen Jakes that we, you know, mingled with. They've walked by and saw us here.
Yeah.
And we built a great rapport with them, but the Spirit didn't have them stop and hang with us.
Yeah.
So if it ain't for them, then what does light have with darkness?
Exactly.
Yep. That's
we're not trying to force his own anything. It's only for the elect.
You
Yeah.
know?
It says, my bad.
No, you got it, bro. I'm sorry.
For what fellowship had righteousness with unrighteousness?
It's no fellowship in that, man. All right. There's no fellowship. Can two walk together lest they be agreed? No, man.
Not for a long time.
Right. You know.
And then Esau tells you opposites attract. Wrong.
That's wrong.
wrong. The closest way you could say that is the opposite of sex, man and woman.
Right.
You know, that's the closest you'll get.
And that's one thing too. I believe in Philippians, I believe 2 in verse 2 or like 1, it says that be like-minded amongst like each other. And then also Romans 12:16 it says speak the same thing. Be of one mind, of one accord, man.
Well, it'd be grievous. It'd be grievous to deal with somebody that's not on the same accord as you. Everything you say, they're contradicting it or coming against it. I wouldn't want to hang with somebody like that.
Right, yeah.
You got to be on the same accord, or at least be understanding on it. Like, oh, okay, I see.
That's a heretic, basically.
Right.
It says, and what communion has light with darkness?
Hey, listen, no, nothing. All right.
Well, they call it the twilight zone. When light and dark meet, there's a spot, and they call that the twilight zone. You see, and what happened? What's the twilight zone? All that weird stuff.
Yeah.
Spooky stuff, like the House of Conscience.
Right.
That spooky stuff.
And that's one thing too. You're not gonna see a lion hang out with a damn whale, man.
Not to the kingdom.
Right.
If you will.
But,
if you will.
But on this side, man, that's not gonna happen.
No.
So how much more, a wicked ass dude, a dread having ass Jake out here that's smoking, selling drugs, and being all kinds of fucking wicked compared to a servant of the Yahweh Shema Shai.
Well, the demon on him is gonna try to taint him. Peer pressure, right? He's gonna keep coming, and he's gonna get you. So that's why you don't need to hang around. We already got enough evil and temptations to deal with. Why add another one to you because it's a so-called family member? What do Yahweh Shai say? Who is my family?
That's right. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
Okay. What's some more in that scripture?
A little more. 6:15, and what concord at Hamashiach with Balaam, or what part had he that believed with an infidel, and what agreement had the temple of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai with idols?
And guess what? No agreement. Okay, because guess what? Those idols are false gods. But guess what? Yahweh Yahushai is the true living God, man. Those idols can't save you. That's why it says none other name under heaven whereby men is gonna be saved. And that's what Yahweh Bashma Shai, that strong tower. If fucking come on, lambs, I'm sorry, but JC is not gonna save you. Believing in that image is not gonna save you. That's a dead image. It says that wisdom of Solomon, man. That's a dead image right there.
You may not think it's a big deal, but the Lord hates idols, man. There was a time where I believe the Canaanites took the ark, and the ark was amongst Dagon, and the Most High had Dagon, the idol, fall and break right before the ark, man.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Matthew 12. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, here you go. It's more than this. Read. Finish up on yourself.
2 Corinthians 6 and verse 16. And what agreement had the temple of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As the Most High has said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people.
And right now, guess what? The elect only are the people of the Lord, man. Okay, two-thirds are not Israelites right now, man.
Well, what scripture? What prophetic scripture proves that? Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, Jacob's trouble.
It says, it is a time of Jacob's trouble, but Jacob shall be saved out of it.
Right.
It is a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved.
Right.
So that proves only the elect is the Jacob.
That's right.
Now Israel in a whole will be in trouble, but the Jacob that will be saved out of it is the elect.
It says, therefore come ye out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
And right there proves that the Most High is what? A separatist, man. All right? Come on, man.
And what's the unclean thing? America.
And good. Always been with separatists.
Hell yeah.
Right, America's the unclean thing, man. Look at this shit. It's defiled, man.
Right.
Defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Right. But they say that the laws are done away with, but then you got women sleep. You know what I mean? Like it's just nuts, bro. It's so much confusion. Like and then this proves these people are dark. If they're complaining about something that in the law we're told not to do, like in the Bible we're not supposed. Look, I ain't talking about but look, if we were living by the law, you wouldn't be stressed out right now.
Right.
You wouldn't be a single mother walking down the street with a baby with 26 degrees out,
With a cigarette.
with a cigarette in your mouth. You know?
Over the baby.
Shit. Matthew 12:46. While he, this is Yahushai, while he yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brother stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. Now, what would that was?
Like this proves that but this proves that Mary did not have sex with an angel, man. All right, it wasn't an immaculate conception because Yahushua had fleshly brothers and sisters, and kin, you know.
Now, what proves this? What modern day would this be an example of? If you're at camp and your mother or brother's calling, you gonna stop camp to talk to them? I'm not answering that phone.
Right.
If I'm using my phone to record that, I'm ignoring it. That's not disrespectful. We're in church, okay? We're doing the work. Right?
Yeah.
Right? And it says, even if your loved one, hey, you gotta wait. You know what I'm saying? It said, now of course there's some emergency. We understand that. But my point is, we're sitting here teaching. You're gonna have to wait till this is done, and then I can talk to you. And it says, 48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, this proves Yahushua is in the spirit. He said, who is my mother and who are my brethren?
What do they do about racial hatred in the Bible?
Well, there's good recompense. Those that's led into captivity, they should put them into captivity. So how we went into captivity, the Bible says that
Who's we?
Listen, so...
No, you said we. Who's we?
I'm trying to tell you. So the people that went into slavery here in America, those that put them in captivity are now going to have to go into captivity.
I had nothing to do with that.
We didn't say you did. We just said the people that went into captivity, those that put them in, they're going to have to go into captivity. So it just answered your question. So now ask yourself, who put us in slavery?
I don't know.
Oh, well, we could tell you, the so-called white man and woman, who you call the Europeans and British, they're going into slavery, and their ancestors as well. So I hope that answered your question.
Fair enough.
He just came up out of nowhere, asked a question.
He asked a great question.
Got confounded and acted like he didn't ask a question.
Who is we?
What?
Hey,
I ain't have nothing to do with that.
But
That's
you
how you know you caught red.
right.
You didn't even say it was you.
That's a cold cut, bro. That's a cold cut.
I ain't had nothing to do with that.
Your ass going into slavery if you be of them.
Right.
If you be of that number.
Right. You of that
You
nation.
know? Hey, we went into slavery though. You know what's crazy? We all know we went into slavery, but it's a mystery who should be judged for putting us in slavery.
Right.
That's the biggest mystery. Well, who did that to you? Who did that? But we know we went into slavery.
Well, that's how harsh it was.
Right.
You know?
That's funny.
I saw this movie.
Hey, that's the beginning scene of I Am Legend.
Right. I saw this movie. It was a real good movie, man. It was about Moab. He had committed a murder to get insurance money because his mom was sick. And when he did the murder, it bugged him out so bad that he shoved that part off his brain that he did it, and he created a whole person who he wasn't. And then it got brought up again that no, nigga, you did this.
Oh
murder.
wow.
You know, so that's like Esau.
Number 23.
He's not Esau. He's the white man.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that.
Yeah,
man,
no,
you know?
you're absolutely right. Deflection.
Coxless.
It's a spirit of deflection. You know.
That's why he said, "Oh, I didn't have nothing to do with that."
Who the hell's we? Huh?
The start.
Oh, that's a. All right. Let me click on Matthew 12, and see, we got to deal with. We at church, man.
That was so random.
We at church. So not only we got to deal with the elements, we got to deal with spirits.
God had spirits on him.
You know.
Right.
It says Matthew 12:48. But he answered and said unto him that told him, who is my mother and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, behold, my mother and my brethren. And there's an exclamation point.
Right, man.
He was in the spirit.
Speaking loud.
Who's our mother? Wisdom. What do brothers have? The mother of wisdom. And it says, for whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
Yep. And guess what? Going back to that precept, it said what? Be not unequally yoked together. All right, with unbelievers, man. Because in all actuality, even though you do have family, but guess what? The real family is what? The brotherhood, man. All right, we all we got, and you very few certain sisters out there, man. All right, we all we got, man. Okay, people that's of the world in our families, they're not gonna, you know what I mean, know what to do and shit.
They don't care about our salvation.
You know? Right.
They don't care about our salvation.
That's what it boils down to.
They think it's strange that you running out with them.
Right, you don't ride with them.
Yep.
They don't care about you. How about Shemel Shai?
Yeah, man. They don't care about the election, man. You know.
They don't understand the magnitude.
Yep. Severity. And just like the bro said earlier, you know, everything we do, like people ignore us, they overlook us.
Yeah, bro. Rude. My experience with America has been terrible. And I've been cooking up a lesson I've been wanting to do in my mind about that. My experience here in America has been terrible.
Right.
You humans been treating us terrible.
If I was a tourist, right? I'm like, damn, this is terrible.
I would put no stars in Google. You know, you can do the comments. I would say, don't go here. We've been treated terrible, and that's the norm.
Unrighteous decrees, racism, poverty.
Yep. No manners, no morals. This place is filthy. It's disgusting. So not only slavery and racial issues, there's moral and spiritual wickedness that's going on even higher.
Corruption,
political gains and crimes through economies. America is a crime family. America is the biggest terrorist country in the world.
That's right.
You got Ishmael saying that America is the biggest terrorist country. You can drop bombs and missiles on children. You got them in cages. And you want to know, what's America doing about the racial issues? You ain't done nothing but furthered the oppression. You're not fit to rule. You are not righteous leaders. You have stolen valor. All right? You've stolen identities. You've stolen souls and spirits, man. This place is disgusting. How can you be proud to be an American? The only thing you are is a proud demon.
That's right, man. This place is it's a damn cesspool of wickedness, man.
There's no compassion here.
That's right.
The way that humans handle fellow humans in America is appalling. It's appalling. And then you set up your little platforms of help, you know, and all this shelter. That's a lie. It's a scam. It's a facade. We see it. We spent enough years in America to give you the rundown. You want to know the skinny? Don't come here.
Yeah.
And you other nations, you better take your ass back to Guam. You know, you better go back where you came from. That's who we should be saying that we need. Hey, you better go back where you came from.
Back to one of them stands.
Yeah.
And,
right. You better pack up your tent and get the hauling on.
And then there's a movie that proves that America is tainted because during 1930s. You had Ephraim come over here in Babylon called, and that was the Great Migration.
The Great Migration.
And then I believe it was a Netflix. You had the Ephraimite named
Felix.
Felix of Victor.
But
then he came to America,
New York.
Right? Yeah, New York from Boricua, Puerto Rico. All right, the pleasant land, right? And then he came over here and got hooked on fucking heroin.
Strung out.
He relapsed.
He
got recovered and then relapsed back on heroin, man.
And he had a little silly dilly white girl that was strung out too.
Yep.
Her ass was clean strung out too.
Man.
You know? And she got strung out from being tossed around.
Yep.
And who brought in that heroin? Esau. You know, the mad scientist that search out inequity.
And that did a number on our people. That and crack cocaine.
And now it's doing a number on him. Because the heroin turned into opioids.
Yeah. Yep. That's right, man. And I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, I know. I was just thinking that.
You know, but I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hey, he that dig in the pit shall fall therein.
Hey, water.
So good.
Yeah, good.
Water, right.
Well, you know, this Edomite, I'll give you a quick testimony. Years ago, I had worked with an Edomite named Eagle. And he came into my job. I was working overnights, and he was a drug addict. You know, we get it. You know, people go through stuff here. America does that to you. And he asked me, man, he said, how do you do it? Okay, how did you do it? Meaning, how do I handle not being a drug addict? You know, I mean, I can't remember what I said to him, but I ain't say nothing wicked. I'm like, yo, I'm trying, blah, blah, blah. And then years later, he walked on this same street. He walked down and scoffed at us while we were right here, 15 feet away. And don't you know, less than a year later, the Lord killed him? The Lord killed his ass, man. I went back to my job, and the dude, he said, Eagle died. That's how he told me. Man. I was like, what? Eagle. And an Edomite named Eagle.
Wow.
Screaming eagle.
Yep.
Man, that's an omen, bro.
That's an omen.
And what's the symbol
And
of America? The screaming eagle.
Oh, right there. It's right there. See it on the pole?
There we go.
It's right there on the pole.
To be brought down to the ground, man.
Yep.
Eagle has landed.
Yep.
right.
And that's what they said when they so-called went on the moon. But their asses were in Hollywood somewhere.
Right. But guess what? This landing is gonna be a crash landing. It's not gonna be a soft buttery landing. It's not gonna be a perfect landing. It's gonna blow up and crash, man.
Right.
You know?
Did you have a call for something?
Now I think the brother had a priest.
Yeah, I was saying something I wanted
This
to
is
grab.
Habakkuk 2 and verse 12. Woe to him that builded a town with blood and that established a city by iniquity.
Yep, by iniquity. And guess what? Sorry, keep going.
It says, behold, is it not of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua host that the people shall labor in the very fire, and the people shall weary themselves for very vanity? For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua as the waters cover the sea.
And that's right now, because of what those say. It says knowledge shall increase. You know, and then you have more brothers and sisters waking up every day, man. You know, through what the word being spread right through the internet, the unicorn. You know, the satellites and whatnot.
It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also.
Now, of course, you know, we say that Esau did that to Gad, which he did, but going deeper spiritually, being drunk off what? These doctrines. Esau's false philosophies, man. Christianity, Satanism, religion,
atheism,
right?
Scientology,
right?
The alphabet community, democracy,
right?
His dollar, all of that is in that cup.
Feminism.
You see, women over men, women live, women being out here naked. Hell, women working. Women should be at home, but your woman got to go to work. Adultery, man. It says, woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
Right, on their nakedness, because Esau, that's what he does. He wants to take advantage of you. You know what I mean? Sorry, you got
my bad, but I was going to say that if you're naked, that means what? You're shamed. Because you don't want no one to see you naked. Your nakedness is your shame. So he's making people drink this wine, and then he's pointing at them live and shit.
Right.
Looking at their shame.
Right.
And then that's what he did to us, and now he's accusing us before the Father.
That's right. He's pointing at us, right? But guess what? You got 3 fingers pointing back at him. You know?
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory.
With shame for glory. You got that show called Glory. It's like not a show. It's a movie called Glory, I believe, with Denzel. So your so-called glory is really shameful unto you, man. It's not anything to be proud about. Even though you may have got that championship win, but guess what? You took steroids to win.
Right. You got it in a sleazy way, man.
Right.
Like Tupac said on that song, Changes. Because how did he get Babylon the Great? Through rape, rob, murder, treachery. He broken all the treaties that he ever made with the native tribes, man. Yeah, he broke all those treaties.
Yeah, man.
So you have shame for your glory, man.
That's right.
And that's why people are defacing all of these statues. They're tearing them down. They're throwing them in the harbors. They're painting them red.
Yep.
For your bloodshed.
That's right.
Right.
You even had what's his name? Nathaniel Rochester. He was a slave owner out here in upstate New York, and I believe that 2020 or 2021, you had Jake. What's the term? So-called. Damn, I forgot what it's called. Tagging. Tagging and spray painting. Went to Esau's law. Vandalism. But the whole time you have vandalized the whole earth, man. The whole earth is sick because of you and the people.
It says, thou art filled with shame for glory, drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered.
And guess what? You are being exposed, man. You've been exposed. It's still being exposed. Okay? Anything that you say or you do is not going to get away because Yahweh Shema Shai has consumed you with the spirit of his mouth. You know, if you want to get that real quick, you know, if there any morning, have a quick.
I just want to say it's spiritual because this guy went around the world, right? All right, making people drink in his wine. So now the Lord's going to make you drink, man.
Right.
But what's going to be in the Lord's cup is going to be vengeance, judgment, slavery, extermination.
That's right.
You know, for your wickedness.
That's right. Recompense, man.
It says,
So he's deceived us.
it says, the cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee,
That's right.
and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Right, because soon, listen, man, you're going to drink that cup and the dregs thereof, okay? Sorry, you got it.
Which is ultimately what? The nukes. Because that's going to be the ultimate judgment from that cup.
That's right. Right, and what's that? Indignation. You know, the Most High's righteous anger that he has towards the whole nation of Edom, starting off with the Edomite elites,
Go on
if you
YouTube
will.
and just look
Okay,
Hebrew
because they're controlling the whole
Okay.
show. They're the God of this world. And being that they're the God of this world, they're what? They're false gods. They're false idols. And what does idol got to be dealt with? He got to be overthrown. You know, destroyed, if you will.
Burn with fire.
Right, burn with fire, the water.
Oh, your idols and your groves.
Yep.
What did you call him, brother?
Thessalonians said the spirit of his mouth.
Oh, got you.
Because you have read that Habakkuk about him, his foreskin being bare. You know. Give me Jeremiah 49:12, because you did read that about the cup too. Oh, sure. Yeah, man, it's a beautiful time to be alive, man. You know, Esau, he's done, man. You know, he's done, man. We are literally watching, you know, the beginning stages of the end of Esau's world and the beginning of Jacob's world, man. You know,
If he was wounded, he's bleeding out.
right,
So, you know, we watching him get injured, got wounded, and now he's bleeding out.
right, right.
You know?
Yep.
This is Jeremiah 49:12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunk it.
And that's us. Because why? Because we're the Most High chosen people. You know, we're not supposed to be, you know, out, in captivity. You know, but according to the word of the Lord, we had to go through that. You know what I mean? So that way prophecy can be played out. All right.
And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished?
Right. Go on. Punish.
Who's we?
Right. Prime example.
Who's we?
Right.
Well, I didn't do it.
Right.
It's never an apology.
Right, man.
You know, it's,
right. I'm sorry.
now you got it.
It's never an apology, but always an excuse.
Yep.
You know.
And it says, thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. And he came up to scoff, and he got confounded, man, because all he knew about is white Christianity. He never heard about judgment. So he was expecting for us to be like, well, I'll forgive it.
Right.
Wrong.
Wrong again.
Wrong again. Your ass got it, the right answer today. I'm not we. Yeah, well, we's telling you what's happening.
Right.
You know? We the people.
Like,
We'd like to. You know, though? Because in the spirit, he said that in a scoffing sense.
Yeah.
Not like, hey, man, is there anything about racial issues in the Bible? Then, oh, this guy might be a Jake. But the way he said it was, like, let me trap these niggas with the white man's book that they shouldn't be holding. But you came to the right place today, you know? And then we just had a sister off camera. She was asking a whole bunch of questions.